Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, here to bring you today's baseball contest, here courtesy of the Lou Tompkins All-Star League 18 and Under Summer Division. Today's contest pits hosting Brookline against the visiting Belmont Watertown Co-op. This game was originally slated to be played Monday in Watertown, but that game obviously got rained out, and then they moved it to Wednesday. They weren't sure if they were going to be able to get availability for a field in Watertown, and so they moved it here to Brookline, so they'll play out in Watertown later on this season during the game that was originally going to be in Brookline, because they basically just swapped which game is the home game. So I've got a full roster for Brookline. I've got a roster for Belmont and Watertown, but having a little trouble reading it, and I don't have jersey numbers on it, so I'm not sure how well I'll be able to represent the lineup for Belmont. I'm going to do the best that I can, but I at least have the lineup for Brookline. We're about to start the top of the first inning. Taking the mound for Brookline today is number 1, Andrew Silverman. Silverman has already made one relief appearance this year. It was in last week's season opener at Medford. He pitched 2 innings of relief, gave up 1 earned run on 1 hit and 1 walk with 4 strikeouts. So a solid outing for him, although the final result was not what the team was hoping for, as Brookline lost that one in extras, 8-7 in 8 innings. They bounced back very nicely yesterday in their home opener against Woburn, finishing that game in 6 innings by a final score of 16-4. So here we go. First pitch here from Silverman is going to come in high for ball 1 to Belmont's number 36. And I think this is a name I can read. I think it's Henry Norte, an outfielder. And he has a big crack at the bat. That's going to go into the gap in right center. This will likely go for extra bases. Norte's coming around first. He's going to second. Is he going to try for 3? Yes, he is. This is going to be a race down to third. He slides in well ahead of the throw. A leadoff triple. A huge swing of the bat to start this one off. A leadoff triple to right center by number 36, Henry Norte. Now first pitch to the second batter, number 2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Another big swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2 comes in well high for ball 1. And this one is fouled off. Huh? No, I'm an independent guy, but I am streaming it on YouTube.
So get your card to look it up?
Yes.
I'll come back.
Still 1-2, and again it's fouled off as the shortstop, number 2, continuing to battle here. 1-2 again. This time gets him swinging, strike 3. A nice bounce back by Silverman after surrendering the leadoff triple, and that'll be the first out of the inning. First one in there, strike 1. Another big swing and a miss, strike 2. Silverman coming out firing, no hesitation despite the big swing on the leadoff hitter. He is still attacking that zone. That one comes in high, ball 1. 1-2 pitch. And there's contact. That's a grounder over to the shortstop, fielded by Jack Martell, the shortstop, thrown to Tato at first for the 6-3 ground out, but that will bring in number 36 with the game's first run, an RBI ground out for number 16. Smart play by Brookline. Just get the out, get closer to getting out of the inning. Don't take any silly risks. First pitch to the cleanup hitter is swung on and missed. Again, Silverman not hesitating to throw strikes. This one is high for ball 1. Also a very short amount of time in between pitches for Silverman. As this one comes in low for ball 2. This is the first 2-ball count of the inning. And that one comes in high, so a hitter's count now at 3-1. And that one's going to come in high for ball 4. And a quick check back at first for number 39 after the walk. Runner now on first, 2 down. And this one is fouled off by number 38. Number 39 at first. And that made it an 0-1 count. And it now comes in high to make it 1-1. That one catches the high corner this time, 1-2. And he hits a little dribbler. That's going to go foul up the third base line. So number 38 stays alive. And another check back on first. That one was close, but good reach back to the bag by number 39. That one's going to come in high. Good take for ball 2. 2-2, the count to number 38. Number 39 on first, 2 down. Belmont has taken the 1-0 lead over Brookline. That's in there for strike 3. Catches the inside corner to finish off the top of the first inning. So Silverman gives up one big crack of the bat to number 36. And then the rest of the way, Silverman handles it pretty nicely. Just 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and a ground out, but the 1 ball he allowed in play was all that Belmont needed to get that first run across. So now coming up is Brookline, and now we have a chance to read out the Brookline lineup. Leading off for Brookline, the second baseman, number 3, Donnell O'Neill. Batting second, the catcher, number 8, Ben Doctoroff. Batting third, the pitcher, number 1, Andrew Silverman. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 54, Ryan Kravitz. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 21, Owen Hoffman. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 18, Tay Toe. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 6, Jack Martell. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 25, Rocky Van Koski. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 27, Ben Rosenblatt. And rounding out the lineup for Brookline today, the extra hitter, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch now, and O'Neill hits a grounder foul up the third base line. That's going to be strike one. This is the second baseman, number 3, Donnell O'Neill. And this one, he bloops it out to shallow left. Is it going to drop? No, what a catch by the shortstop. Number 2 with a phenomenal grab there. That seemed like it might have been placed perfectly into no man's land for a bloop single. Instead, that's just going to go as a pop out. Now at the plate is the catcher, number 8, Ben Doctoroff, as he takes ball 1. This is number 7 on the mound for Belmont as he delivers another one low for ball 2. Doctoroff so far in this summer season, he is 1 for 7 at the plate with 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBI. As that one also misses a quick 3-0 count to Doctoroff's advantage. That one's down Broadway for strike 1. And that's going to be ball 4. Doctoroff takes it low for the free pass to first. Now at the plate for Brookline, the pitcher, number 1, Andrew Silverman. And first pitch, and he lines it into left. That's going to be a clean single for Silverman. Wasting no time there as Silverman collects his team-leading 4th hit of the season. He is now 4 for 7 with that one. And now coming up, the center fielder, number 54, Ryan Kravitz. That first pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Brookline's got runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the first as they try and answer to Belmont's 1-0 lead. And Kravitz chops this one foul and out of play. He is quickly behind 0-2. Kravitz so far this season, he is batting 3 for 6 with a double, a hit by pitch, a stolen base, a strikeout, 1 run scored, and 4 RBI. And that one skips in the dirt, well covered by the catcher as the base runners were thinking about jumping on that one, but decided to retreat. So a simple 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Kravitz goes down on strikes. That's a huge strikeout for the Belmont pitcher, number 7. Not just getting the second out, but preventing it from being in the field. Now at the plate, the third baseman, number 21, Owen Hoffman. First pitch to Hoffman is high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Hoffman, through the first 2 games of the season, he is 2 for 6 with a double, a steal, 3 strikeouts, a run scored, and 2 RBI, as he takes that one for strike 1. 2-1 the count. First and second, 2 down. Swing, and that's a grounder, and it's fielded by the first baseman as he stumbles, but he takes it himself for out number 3. Belmont gets out of the jam effectively to keep Brookline off the scoreboard. The score after 1, the Belmont Watertown Co-op 1, Brookline 0. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to this Summer Baseball live stream. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you from Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. Remember, if you enjoy this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Brookline is going to be back here at Warren Field tomorrow. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe they are playing East Boston here at Warren tomorrow. Same general scheduled start time of 5:45 p.m. So be sure to stay tuned for that and all the other upcoming live streams I'll have for Brookline Summer Baseball. Subscribing to the channel can help make that easy. And of course, if you got anything to say, if I'm butchering anyone's names, or if you're a Belmont or Watertown fan and you happen to know the names of the players to the jersey numbers, you can let me know in the live chat. Also, if you notice any technical difficulties or anything like that, like if the audio is coming out weird, maybe you guys are hearing it differently from what I'm hearing in my headset, feel free to let me know. And of course, if you just want to say go Brookline or go Belmont or go Watertown, whatever you want to say, feel free to say it in the live chat. First pitch at the top of the second is going to be high for ball 1 to Belmont's number 34. And now he slices one well into right, and that's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Rosenblatt. He recovers it, but that's going to be a clean single for number 34. So second straight leadoff hit for Belmont, as they now have a runner on first to start the inning. They show bunt, but pull back. That's going to be strike 1. This is the pitcher, number 7, currently at the plate. This pitch misses outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Again, Silverman not getting immensely tricky with his pitches. He's really just attacking and throwing strikes. Now a throwback. Almost got him, but not quite. Number 34 was very smart there. Made sure to come at it from the outside of the bag. That was very close to a pickoff since he didn't dive back. And oh, they try to get him again, but the throw just comes in a little low. They're getting very close to catching him. Now the pitch is going to come in way high for ball 2. And another throw back to first. Again, close, but again, number 34 smartly going to the outside when coming back to the bag, although he's not diving, which does present a risk. 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled off. Number 7 barely getting a piece of that one. Got kind of fooled chasing the high heat there, but manages to stay alive at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts already today for Silverman, and now with 1 down and a runner on first, here comes the pitch. And that one is in there for strike 1. Another throw back to the bag, and again, number 34 gets back safely. And that one's in the dirt, but well scooped up by Doctoroff, a harmless ball 1. Another throw back to first. This time, number 34 has to dive back, but he still makes it. That one catches the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 the count. This one comes in high, ball 2. In there, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Silverman to quickly get the second out of the inning. Number 37 goes down on strikes, and now I believe this is number 3 coming up to the plate with a runner on first and 2 down. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one is just low for ball 2. That one misses just outside. Number 3 with a relatively small strike zone. And it's giving Silverman some trouble here. Quickly behind 3-0 in the count. That one's in there for strike 1. 2 down, runner at first here in the top of the second inning. And another throw back to first, and again, number 34 gets back safely. Now the 3-1, swung on and missed. Silverman battling his way back to a full count. And now the throw back to first, and again, number 34 gets back. Payoff pitch comes in high, ball 4. Number 3 draws the 2-out walk. Now at the plate is number 17. We've got a lefty this time, and he swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. This one comes in high for ball 1. Silverman still keeping an eye on that lead runner, number 34, over at second. As that pitch catches the low corner, strike two. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike three. Silverman gets out of the inning. No score from Belmont Watertown in the top of the second inning, but they maintain a 1-0 lead. We now head into the bottom of the second. Due up for Brookline will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Toe, Martell, and Vankoski. Number 7 back on the mound for Belmont here in the bottom of the second. Was effective in getting out of the jam back in the first after allowing a couple early base runners. And now leading off for Brookline here in the bottom of the second, the first baseman, number 18, Toe. First pitch is going to come low and inside for ball one. Toe so far this season batting 2 for 6 with a walk, a stolen base, 3 strikeouts, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. As that one misses outside for ball two. Big swing of the bat. He launches it deep to right. Number 3's on his horse, and he's not going to get there. It's out deep to right center. Toe is going to run down to second, and he's going to hold there with a leadoff double. A missile to start the inning from Toe. And just like that, the tying run is in scoring position. Now at the plate for Brookline, the shortstop, number 6, Jack Martell. First pitch lines it right at the first baseman, and they try and throw to second for the double play, but nobody was there. Such an unexpected liner that even the other fielders weren't ready for the pickoff play because of just how quick it was. But a heads-up glove by number 36 to put the squeeze on out number 1. And now at the plate for Brookline is the left fielder, number 25, Rocky Vankoski. I believe this is Vankoski's first start of the season. He has appeared in each of the last 2 games for Brookline, but just 2 plate appearances so far. And he's 0 for 2 so far as he fouls that one off. He's now fouled off 2 for an 0-2 count. 1 out, runner at second. Brookline threatening, but they are in the bottom half of their order. Hard liner, scooped off of 1 hop by number 2 at shortstop. A nice throw for the 6-3 ground out. Good contact by Vankoski, just unlucky with the placement and very skilled with the glove, the shortstop there. That was not a gimme play. At the high school level, that's not a gimme. So got to give him props for that. Toe does advance to third. And now at the plate, the right fielder, number 27, Ben Rosenblatt. First one is going to catch the high corner for strike one. Rosenblatt, this is now his second start in a row. As he chops this one high, this is going to stay in the infield. Shortstop's under it and makes the grab for out number 3. So Tato starts us off with some excitement with that leadoff double, but number 7 takes care of the next few hitters very quickly. A line out, a ground out, and a pop out. We are through 2 here at Warren Field. The score, the Belmont Watertown Co-op 1, Brookline 0. Looks like we're going to be cycling back around to the top of the order. As we are going to have the Belmont first baseman, number 36, coming to the plate to start. This guy has so far scored the only run from either team today, as he had that big blast to right center for a leadoff triple in the first plate appearance of the game, and he later came in to score on a ground out. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. And that one just misses for ball one. Big swing, but he misses. Strike two. You know, after the kind of missile he launched last time at the plate, anytime he takes a big swing like that, if you're on Brookline's side, you kind of hold your breath, as he could not stop himself from going around there. Could not check his swing on the high heat. Strike three. Now at the plate is the shortstop, number 2. First pitch way high for ball one. Number 2, his last time up, he struck out. And he fouls this one off for strike one. That one heads over to the tennis courts. That's the thing, when you play on the tennis courts here at Elliott Park during baseball season, you always run a risk. As this one, he reaches out, he bloops it. It's into shallow right, Toe is tracking it, and he's under it for out number 2. So the foul pop-up puts an end to that, and with 2 down, that first pitch is going to be strike one to number 16, the second baseman, as the next one comes in high for ball one. Last time up, number 16 got an RBI ground out to short. That is still representing the only score of this game so far. Good crack of the bat, but it's going to be right at the center fielder, easily tracked by Kravitz for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Silverman sends the top of the lineup down in order. And the top of the third. Score remains Belmont 1, Brookline 0. Due up for Brookline, it's going to be the 10-1-2 hitters, Sawada, O'Neill, and Doctoroff. And honestly, a situation like this is exactly why a hitter like Keenan Sawada is at the bottom of the lineup. Because Brookline knows he can be a pretty solid on-base guy. And then once he's on the base paths, they know he's a threat. And so having him as sort of this, you know, almost secondary leadoff man, it can be very effective in a situation like this where you got him followed by O'Neill, followed by Doctoroff. Can potentially get multiple base runners on for the meat of the order. Number 7 back on the mound for his third inning of work for Belmont. And leading off for Brookline, the extra hitter, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch, and it's fouled down the third base side for strike 1. Sawada, so far this season, 1 for 6 with 2 walks, 2 steals, a strikeout, and 3 runs scored. And this one he slices. Number 39 chasing it down the third base side, but he's not going to get there. That's going to be a simple foul ball for strike 2. Sawada quickly behind in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that's going to skip in low for ball 1. That one does not curve enough. That stays high and outside for ball 2. That one just misses high, and just like that, Sawada has battled his way back to a full count. Payoff pitch. That one's in there for strike 3. Sawada thought he had the free pass down to first, but he did not. One down now. And up to the plate comes the second baseman, number 3, Donnell O'Neill. First pitch misses just outside, ball 1. O'Neill had what looked like good contact for a bloop single last time up, but a great catch by number 2, the shortstop, put an end to that as O'Neill swings and misses for strike 1. So with that, he is now 3 for 9 on the year with 2 hit-by pitches, a steal, 3 strikeouts, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. As he fouls this one off, that'll be strike 2. Oh, come on. Good contact, but again, right at the shortstop, it's juggled, thrown to first, and it's a high throw. O'Neill legs it out and reaches on the E6. The bobbled grounder and the high throw both contributing to giving O'Neill just enough time, and they try to go for the pickoff. But just barely O'Neill avoids the tag there and remains on first. Now at the plate, the catcher, number 8, Ben Doctoroff, shows bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1. Doctoroff, his last time up, he drew a walk but was stranded at second in the first inning. This one comes in low, and that's going to be ball 1. Mentioned before, O'Neill has only 1 stolen base so far this season, but you know he's a threat for more as he takes off here, again pulling back on the bunt. Not even going to throw as O'Neill takes second easily. Pitch itself was outside for ball 2, so it'll be a 2-1 count to Doctoroff. The tying run now in scoring position. And that one just low as well. That's going to be ball 3. A 3-1 count to Doctoroff. And this time Doctoroff swings, hits a dribbler, but it goes off his foot. Doctoroff actually looking a little hobbled after that one. Certainly hope he's okay. I mean, you saw him go down. At first it looked like, maybe he just lost his balance or something. But now he's just trying to walk it off, hop it off. That might just, be one of those that just like really stings. I mean, O'Neill got one of those in the shin on a hit by pitch just yesterday against Woburn. It's one of those where like it looks scary, but really it just hurts. It just stings. It's not anything lasting. It just really, really stings. Payoff pitch. Swing, and that's a grounder over to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly and thrown to first for out number 2. That will advance O'Neill down to third. So Brookline trying desperately to get their first run on the board. And they've been struggling. They've been stranding runners. Can they bring O'Neill home? First pitch to Silverman comes in high for ball 1. Silverman, his last time up, launched a single to left, but was stranded at first in the first inning. That one misses outside for ball 2. Donnell O'Neill standing at third. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Brookline trying to tie this ball game. That one's going to dip in low for ball 3. Got away from the catcher for a second, but O'Neill holds. Three-zero pitch. Silverman comes out swinging and launches it foul down the third base side for strike 1. Not many hitters at this level that you give the green light to on a 3-0 count. But Silverman does have just enough pop in his bat that occasionally you'll give him that green light. 3-1 pitch is going to miss outside for ball 4. Silverman draws the free pass, puts another runner on, but still just 1 out away from this inning ending with no score. Now coming up to the plate, the center fielder, number 54, Ryan Kravitz. Last time up, Kravitz struck out. Hoping for a better result here as he launches this one into left center. Drops in front of the left fielder. This game is tied. Kravitz is going to run down to second. He's got the double. Ryan Kravitz showing some real pop in his bat this summer. Already his second double of the season. And that's 5 RBIs now. As O'Neill comes in to score and ties this ball game at 1 apiece. Brookline hoping to continue to threaten here. Now at the plate, the third baseman, number 21, Owen Hoffman. First pitch, it's a hard grounder over to the shortstop, fielded, thrown to first, and they get out of the inning without any further damage. But Ryan Kravitz coming through clutch with the 2-out double to left center. Drives in Donnell O'Neill with the game-tying run. Through 3, the score here at Warren Field. Brookline 1, Belmont and Watertown 1. I've said it before, Ryan Kravitz, not a guy historically known for his bat, more so known for having a stellar glove in the outfield, making a lot of highlight-worthy catches. A solid on-base guy taking advantage of a relatively small strike zone and pretty solid on the base paths as well, but not usually known for the pop in his bat. And, flashing stuff like this gets you really excited, not just for this season, but also for next spring, as Kravitz is going to be coming back to Brookline High as a senior, as a guy they're going to be looking to for a much bigger leadership role next season. And seeing stuff like this, if you're a BHS fan, that makes you excited. Silverman back on the mound for his fourth inning of work. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball one. At the plate leading off is the third baseman, number 39. 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside for ball two. Number 39, his last time up, he drew a walk. And that one catches the high corner for strike one. Fouls this one off and quickly at 2 strikes with 2-2. And this one, he chops it. It's going to be a high fly into left field. Van Koski under it, and he's got the can of corn for out number 1. One down and a first pitch hit. It's a grounder right to short. Martell's got it easily for out number 2. Number 38 with the 6-3 ground out. And Silverman trying to make quick work here in the 4th. Now at the plate, the left fielder, number 34. Big swing and a miss, strike one. Number 34 led off the second inning with a single to right as he swings and misses on that one to make it an 0-2 count. He was left stranded at second base in that second inning. 0-2 pitch, skips in the dirt, ball one. That one is going to be high for ball two. And now high again, 3-2 the count. Now the payoff, and that's going to skip in the dirt for ball four. After 2 quick strikes, number 34 showing the patience and just waiting on 4 straight balls to draw the walk. Now at the plate is the pitcher, number 7. Last time up, he struck out. Now up with a runner at first and 2 down. Catching the outside corner for strike one on that one. And this one's going to be a dribbler down the third base side, scooped up by Silverman, turns around, quick throw, skips past toe. Number 34 is going to run down to third as number 7 reaches on the throwing error. This puts runners at the corners now. Belmont threatening with the chance to take back the lead. 2 down, runners at first and third. It is the catcher, number 37, at the plate. Number 7 taking off for second. Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, they got him at second! Oh my gosh! Ben Doctoroff guns him down to end the threat and end the inning. How do I even describe that? All right. So first, with a runners on the corner situation, some teams might opt not even to throw down to second for the risk that the runner on third will come home. Brookline, even in a tie game, no hesitation as Doctoroff guns it down to second. Jack Martell, the veteran shortstop, making it look like they were going for a cutoff play, which is pretty common in that situation. You throw to the shortstop, who's cutting off the throw short so you can quickly go back to home if you manage to trick the runner at third into gunning it for home, or if he was just gunning all the way, so you can try and throw him out with a shorter throw. But in that case, Martell wasn't the cutoff man. He was just faking it. He was a decoy to hold the runner at third, and then Donnell O'Neill making a great catch and tag to finish that play. Overall, just some great defensive execution by Brookline. So still tied at 1 apiece as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. For Brookline, it's going to be Toe, Martell, and Vankowski coming to the plate. This has been a very fast-moving game. Yesterday we had a pretty slow-moving game, A, because of a lot of scoring, and B, because, in part, I think a lot of long at-bats and also a lot of timeouts called, a lot of disputed calls, this, that. This game has been very defensive, very fast. Both teams swinging early, but not putting the ball where they need it necessarily, as it's been limited offense from both sides. And both teams, also the pitchers not taking a lot of time between their pitches, just a lot of quick work in these innings. Leading off for Brookline, the first baseman, number 18, Tay Toe. First pitch comes in low for ball 1. Toe, his last time at the plate, he led off the second inning with a double to right center, but he was left stranded at third. This one he hits a dribbler that's going to be foul up the third base line. One and one the count. And that one's going to come in high for ball 2. This one's a hard crack of the bat, and that's going to go up the middle for a single. Toe has his second hit of the day. The center fielder was almost distracted by a bird that happened to be right where the ball was landing. But it's going to be a simple single up the middle for Tay Toe. Brookline has a leadoff runner on, and now at the plate is the shortstop, number 6, Jack Martell. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. Martell lined out to first his last time up, hoping for a better result so he can move his teammate along. Hard crack here, and that's going to drop in right center. This might go for extras. This is going to go for extras. Martell running down to second. Toe is going to hold at third. Jack Martell, his first hit of the summer, and it's a big one. A double to right center for the recent Brookline High graduate. And just like that, Brookline threatening with runners at second and third, and nobody out. Up to the plate now, the left fielder, number 25, Rocky Vankowski. Big swing and a miss for strike 1 to Vankowski. Last time at the plate, Vankowski grounded out to short on a well-hit ball that was just fielded very well by the shortstop. Now this one, he hits a dribbler over to second. It's juggled by the second baseman. He is going to throw him out at first. Throw down to third is not going to be in time and skip away, and Martell saw it instantly and darted for home. That's 2 runs in for Brookline. And just like that, Brookline takes a 3-1 lead. If you're scoring that one at home, score that a 4-3 RBI groundout, along with a run scoring on an E3. A bunt coming down from Brage Golding, picked up by number 7, thrown to first. Ooh, just got him. Brage Golding with the wheels there. Couldn't quite get it. And they are just moving right along with this game. I almost don't even have time to commentate on what's happening. And another bunt by Sawada, perfectly down the third base line, but just foul, not quite perfect enough. That was kind of the problem that Golding had with his bunt, is it was a little too straightforward, not enough down the line, and didn't die enough on the grass. But you could see, even with that, even with a less than ideal bunt placement, he still almost had the bunt single. As this one's going to come in low for ball 1 to Sawada. And this is a high chopper over to first, picked up by 36, and he takes it himself for out number 3. I completely lost track of the outs there. Brookline taking the lead after 4. Our score here at Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. Brookline 3, Belmont Watertown 1. Now, as part of this 4th intermission, I would like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight, and we are continuing to spotlight the newest charity in my roster, and that is Language Virtual. Language Virtual is a nonprofit organization made by Brookline High students in order to help other students all over the world. Language Virtual offers free English language lessons online to students around the globe. These lessons are taught by volunteer high school students, many of them from right here in Brookline, who are recruited by Language Virtual to teach these ELL lessons through the simplest, most tried and true method of learning a language: conversation. To date, Language Virtual has recruited over 100 teachers to teach over 700 students across more than 10 different countries. And with the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, Language Virtual has seen an influx of students of Ukrainian descent forced to move to new areas, and hoping that these English lessons can help them adjust to their new living situations. Visit languagevirtual.org to find out how you can register, either as a volunteer teacher if you're a high school student, or as a student if you're a student of any age in need of some English lessons. And you can also go on to languagevirtual.org to donate money to the organization to help them continue teaching students in need and fostering these worldwide connections. Once again, that's languagevirtual.org. First pitch at the top of the 5th inning is a strike. And just remember, you can look down in the description section below to find all the information you need about Language Virtual, the URL for their website. If you are interested in volunteer teaching, if you are a student in need of English language lessons, or if you just want to donate to the cause. 2-1 the count here. Silverman back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. He's been working fast as that one misses. And if I'm counting right, it should be 3-1. I know I'm juggling a couple things to start this inning. And he couldn't check the swing on that one, and that's going to fill the count at 3-2. It is the right fielder, number 3, at the plate. But this pitch comes in high for ball 4. Or no, number 37. I'm so sorry, I forgot. Last inning ended with a runner being caught stealing, which meant the same batter gets another chance. Now at the plate is number 3. And he throws down a weird bunt that I think he wasn't quite sure. He thought about pulling back, but then just put the bat on the ball and fouls it up the first baseline for strike 1. Number 37 leading off from first. And a quick throw back to first, but number 37 dives back safely. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Silverman continuing to deal as he gets out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Now at the plate, the extra hitter, number 17. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Number 17, his last time at the plate, he struck out to end the second inning. That one is high for ball 1. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. That one misses inside, ball 2. That one also misses inside. We got a full count to number 17. That one misses just inside. That's going to be ball 4. So 2 free passes put runners at first and second. And a brief meeting at the mound with Silverman. He's pitched 4 1/3 so far, as he now meets with his catcher Ben Doctoroff and his head coach John Busey. He's been throwing fast and he's been throwing efficient. And it looks like this was just a meeting to settle him down. Probably saying something along the lines of, hey, throwing strikes has worked. Keep doing it. Although it's going to be an intimidating batter coming up now, this is the first baseman, number 36. The man who led off the game with a triple to right center and scored what is so far Belmont's only run. First pitch in there, strike 1. Quick throw back to second. Oh, but just off the mark. Good reaching effort by Donnell O'Neill to make sure that throw didn't go into the outfield. Timeout called. And now we set back up. This one skips in the dirt, but is well blocked by Doctoroff for ball 1. You really start paying attention to what the fielders do in this kind of situation. Not just Doctoroff trying to block pitches, but also the outfielders as the sun sets here in Brookline. We'll see if that has any effect. That one misses, low and away, ball 2. 2-1 the count. One down here in the top of the 5th. That one catches the high corner for strike 2. 2-2 the count to number 36. Runners at first and second. Tying run is at first. 2-2 pitch way high. It's funny, like with the way that Silverman attacks the zone, a lot of these balls that miss just feel like balls that got away from him and not necessarily balls he was trying to get people to chase on. Payoff pitch is fouled off. Number 36 stays alive. Full count, 1 out, 2 runners on. And that one comes in just high. And that's going to be another walk for Belmont as they load the bases with 1 out. Now up to the plate comes the shortstop, number 2. First pitch misses outside for a ball. Number 2 so far today, he's 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. Catches him chasing on a dipper there for strike 2. And he fouls this one off to stay alive. Number 37 at third. Number 17 at second to the potential tying run. Number 36 at first. And a delayed swing is fouled off the body as number 2 continues to battle. Still 1-2. And this one's going to come in high for ball 2. And this one's a grounder into the field to play. Fielded by Martell, thrown to second for 1. On to first is not going to be in time, and it's going to skip away. The tying run is going to come for home, and this is an even ball game. Brookline tried to go for the inning-ending double play there, but the E4 results in not only not getting out of the inning, but a second run coming in, and Silverman is going to be pulled off the mound. And it looks like taking his place is going to be number 10, Brage Golding. So for those of you scoring at home, that last play by number 2 goes down as a 6-4 fielder's choice. But then runners advance on the E4. So for number 2, it's a 6-4 fielder's choice, advancing to second on the E4, and then he gets credited with an RBI because even without the throwing error, he still drives in the run. I mean, you can debate, without the throwing error, it's a double play, but, if Brookline had just gone for the fielder's choice, there's no advance. So I think it kind of evens out to an RBI grounder into a fielder's choice, combined with an advanced second on the E4. Doesn't get a second RBI, even though a second run did score, because that second run does not score without the error. So Golding now on the mound. First pitch is going to miss inside for ball one. At the plate for Belmont is the second baseman, number 16, as he golfs this one out to right. It's being tracked, and it's going to be caught easily by Vankowski for out number 3. Four and a half innings in, and we are tied once again. The score, Brookline 3, Belmont 3. Number 7 is going to stay on the mound for Belmont as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up for Brookline is going to be the very top of the order with O'Neill, Doctoroff, and I didn't quite see the defensive replacements, so I don't know if anyone came in for Silverman defensively, but we'll certainly find out in this inning. Leading off for Brookline here in the top of the 5th inning, the second baseman, number 3, Donnell O'Neill. He drops a bunt right to number 7, and he's going to pick it up and throw him out at first. Again, Brookline can be effective with those bunts, but, they got to lay them out just right. Either lay them out so that they die on that thick infield grass, or you got to lay them up, one of the baselines to make it a tougher play. Now at the plate and taking ball 1, the catcher, number 8, Ben Doctoroff. This one misses outside for ball 2. Doctoroff, his last time up, he grounded out to second. And that one hits him. Doctoroff draws the hit-by pitch. So now we're going to see who comes up, and yeah, that's still Andrew Silverman. So Silverman has clearly either taken a spot in the outfield or he's been moved to the extra hitter position. I didn't quite see, but we'll find out as we go as Silverman takes strike 1. Last time up, Silverman drew a walk. He was left stranded at third. And now on this one, Doctoroff's going to take off for second, slide in safely. It was a low skipping throw. Doctoroff was taking off anyway, as that's going to go for ball 1. And a stolen base for Doctoroff. The go-ahead run now in scoring position for Brookline with 1 out here in the top of the 5th, as Silverman steps back in with a 1-1 count. That one's going to come inside for ball 2. Hard crack of the bat there. That's going to go into right field for a single. They're going to hold Doctor off at third. And just like that, Brookline's got runners on the corners. Silverman continuing to rake it, reaching base for the third time today. And now coming up to the plate, the center fielder, number 54, Ryan Kravitz. Kravitz had a huge two-out double on his last time at the plate. That tied the game back then at 1 apiece back in the bottom of the third. Now we're tied again at 3 apiece. Silverman taking off for second, and they're just going to let him go. That pitch was in there for strike 1 to Kravitz, as Silverman successfully steals second. And hard contact there from Kravitz. It's fielded by the shortstop, thrown to first. They get one, throw to third. Oh, they could not collect the throw. Silverman dives in, and Doctoroff comes in to score the go-ahead run on the RBI ground out by Kravitz. Now at the plate, with 2 down here in the top of the 5th, it is the third baseman, number 21, Owen Hoffman. He takes a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Hoffman, his last time up, he grounded out to short to end the third inning, leaving runners stranded on second and third. He's now up with a runner on third as he takes that one high for ball 1. And this one he slices. It's going to stay in play in foul territory, and number 16 is going to chase it down and make the grab for out number 3. Oops, I forgot to switch to bottom half of the 5th inning, but that's all right. We're now back to the top half of the 6th. Oh, excuse me. Must be the pollen. Through 5 here at Warren Field. The score, Brookline 4, Belmont and Watertown 3. So now that I get a good look at the defensive adjustments made by Brookline, Andrew Silverman is now playing in center field for Brookline with Ryan Kravitz out in left. Due up for Belmont and Watertown here in the top of the 6th inning. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, numbers 39, 38, and 34. With Brookline now taking back the lead, Brage Golding is now eligible for the win on the mound if he can hold that lead the rest of the way. First pitch in there for strike 1 to number 39. And now that's a hard one, but it's going to go foul up the third base line. So a quick 0-2 count. Oh, that one caught the corner on the curveball. The batter was completely shocked on that one. but that will be Golding's first strikeout. Now at the plate is number 38. That one got him. That's a hit by pitch. You could tell it just scraped against his uniform there. That is a hit by pitch, and that's going to give a free base runner to Belmont with one out here in the top of the 6th. Now at the plate is number 34. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. Brief meeting at the mound between Golding and shortstop Jack Martell. That's a rare type of meeting. Usually it's the catcher or the catcher and the coach or maybe the entire infield, but rare you see the shortstop come in, as this one's fouled off for strike 1. But, you know, Martell, he is a veteran. He is a pitcher. And so he's got plenty of insight that can be given in this kind of situation. As number 38 takes off, comes in high, throw down to second is not going to be in time, as number 38 successfully steals second. And that's going to be ball 2 on the high pitch. This one skips in the dirt, gets past Doctoroff. Number 38 is going to take third on the wild pitch. And this one is golfed out to right center. That's going to drop, and Belmont's going to tie this ball game. Number 34 with the RBI single brings in number 38, and we are all knotted up at 4 apiece. Good contact there from 34. That was a pitch he did not need to swing at. He was going to get the free pass to first on that one, as this pitch now comes in high for ball 1. Now this one low for ball 2. .34 is taken off. This ball comes in high for ball 3. Throw down to second is not going to be in time. Another successful steal for Belmont. And a 3-0 hitters count to number 7. And this one skips away from Doctoroff, as 34 is going to try and take third. And it's also going to be ball 4 for number 7. And we got a meeting at the mound now. So after that meeting, we're going to have runners on the corners. See Doctoroff giving a signal to Golding. As they get ready to face the next batter, number 37. This one is going to be sliced into foul territory. And that's going to be strike 1. This one comes in over his head for ball 1. Doctoroff fakes the throw to first. Number 7 takes off, swing and a miss, strike. Throw is cut off by Martell, tries to throw from his feet, and there's going to be the lead for Belmont, as number 7 now takes third on the erroneous throw home. Brookline tried to be aggressive there, but they get nobody. And now Belmont with the lead and a runner on third. Now here's a hard grounder. It gets past the infield. That's up the middle for an RBI single. And Belmont extends their lead to 6-4. Now runner at first. First pitch to number 3 is swung on and missed for strike 1. And that's going to be ball 1. That one comes in high, ball 2. .37 taking off for second. Pitch comes in low for a ball. Throw down to second. Almost got him, but not quite in time. It's going to be a 3-1 count. And that is the fifth, I think, actually, stolen base, as that's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is now full. But it's been a rally primarily led by base running for Belmont. Payoff pitch. Catches the outside corner, strike 3. Now at the plate is number 17. Runner still on second. And we're going to make some defensive changes on Brookline's side here. Keenan Sawada is going to come in and play second base. Donnell O'Neill is going to move out to right field. And Venkoski is going to come in. Of course, Sawada the extra hitter, so doesn't change anything in terms of the batting order. First pitch to 17. In there for strike 1. Interesting time for a fielding change, as this one comes in well high for ball 1. They throw down to second. Oh my gosh, they got him! What happened? I didn't think... I was so caught off guard there. I was trying to update my roster sheet with the defensive change, but they just go for the pickoff move and they get him. Absolutely wild. And so number 17 will be the leadoff hitter next inning. Brookline puts an end to the bleeding. But now their offense has to do something. We got a new pitcher on the mound for Belmont. This is going to be, I think, number 38. Taking over for number 7, who leaves the mound after 5 innings on the hill. And he will be facing the 6, 7, 8 hitters for Brookline, Toe, Martell, and Venkoski. I mean, we saw Venkoski come in from right field with that late inning defensive change, but, you know, it's not like That's, you know, if you're going for a pinch hitter, it's not like that's the time when you make that move. And it looks like we've also got a new catcher for Belmont. As it looks like number 17 is going to take over behind the plate. So we got a completely new battery for Belmont taking over here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as I finally see that I got to update my scoreboard. This game's been throwing a lot at me. It's been a very exciting ball game, to be sure. Plenty of back and forth. And at present moment, the Belmont Watertown Co-op holds a 6-4 advantage over Brookline after a big 3-run rally in the top half of this 6th inning. We are now ready to start the inning, and leading off for Brookline is going to be the first baseman, number 18, Tay Toe. Toe so far today 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Brookline hoping to get another leadoff hit from him. As that one catches the high corner for strike one. And now a hard hit. It's a grounder right at the third baseman. He juggled it, and the throw is going to get way away and out of play. Toe is going to get a free trot down to second on the error. Toe has now reached base to lead off each of the even-numbered innings. Now at the plate, with the tying run at the plate and a runner on second, this is the shortstop, number 6, Jack Martell. First pitch, and he launches it up center, and that's going to be a clean single, and Toe is going to hold at third. Martell having himself a nice day at the plate, now 2 for 3. And now with runners on the corners and nobody out, up to the plate comes number 25, Rocky Vankowski. First pitch, and he chops it high and into the infield. And it's caught by the shortstop for out number 1. Now coming up to the plate, the relief pitcher, number 10, Brage Golding. That first pitch is going to be high for ball 1. And Martell taking off for second. Pitch is high, and they're just going to let Martell take second without any resistance. It's a 2-0 count now to Golding. Pitch, and it's sliced foul for strike 1. Golding can be a threat at the plate. We know that. Yesterday, in his first game of the season, Golding went 2 for 2 with a double, a walk, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 2. Two and 2 the count. And this one's going to come in low for ball 3. Full count. 1 out. Runners at second and third. And Golding reaches out and pops this one up. It's going to stay in the infield. Number 7 under it for out number 2. A big second out get for Belmont. That does not move the base runners. And now the last hope of the inning for Brookline is the second baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch catches the inside corner for strike 1. Toe at third, Martell at second. The potential tying run at second. 0-1 pitch, gets away from the catcher. No, it hits Sawada. It hits Sawada and loads the bases as we cycle around to the top of the order. Now at the plate for Brookline with the bases loaded and 2 out in a 2-run ball game is now the right fielder, number 3, Donnell O'Neill. This is the kind of high-pressure situation that you love to see in sports. First pitch. Misses low, ball 1. That one catches the high corner for strike 1. That one's going to miss high for ball 2. Two and one, the count to O'Neill. That one comes in low, ball 3. This is a pressure situation for the pitcher. One more ball and Brookline gets a run in. 3-1 the count. Ooh, a delayed call, but that is strike 2. Count is now full. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded, close game, late in the ball game. Here we go. And it skips in, ball 4. O'Neill draws the bases loaded RBI walk. Toe comes in to score. It's a 1-run ball game. Now at the plate, base is still loaded, still 2 down. It is the catcher, number 8, Ben Doctoroff. First pitch is high for ball 1. Big swing, it's a grounder fielded by the third baseman and taken for out number 3. Brookline gets 1 run back, but they still trail through 6, heading into the final inning of regulation. The score, Belmont and Watertown 6, Brookline 5. And we're going to see a new pitcher for Brookline, and this is going to be Rocky Van Koski. So this is the reason that they made that defensive switch last inning, is they wanted Van Koski to have a little more time to warm up. And so now they're going to put O'Neill back at second, and they're going to put Golding out in right. So first at the plate for Belmont this inning is going to be number 17. A runner was picked off while he was at the plate to end the top of the 6th. And so it's going to be the 10-1 two hitters, 17, 36, and 2. So Brookline hoping to keep Belmont from extending their lead, so they would only need 1 run to tie the ball game in the bottom half, as they are trying to mount another comeback. It's been a back and forth slugfest between the two. The score has gone 1-0 Belmont, 1-1 tie, 3-1 Brookline, 3-3 tie, 4-3 Brookline, 4-4 tie, 6-4 Belmont, and now 6-5 Belmont. You know, I talked about how fast the game was moving those first few innings. Now that the offenses have had a chance to get going, it's definitely slowed down a bit. First pitch from Vankowski is going to be fouled out of play by number 17 for strike 1. That pitch is going to catch the low corner for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Vankowski gets him on 3 strikes. Good start for the reliever as he now faces the top of the order, starting with number 36. First pitch curves in, strike 1. And this one's a hard grounder, and that's going to get through the left gap and into left field for a single. Belmont puts a runner on base. And now coming up to the plate with a runner on first and 1 down is number 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one misses inside for ball 1. Vankowski checks on 36 at first. As he takes off, this pitch low for ball 2. Throw down to second. They got him! Another gun down at second for Doctoroff. He's taken 3 different runners out of the equation with those throws. And a huge second out for Brookline. With the low pitch, the count is now 2-1 to number 2. And this one's going to be popped up. This will stay in the infield. Martel charging in, and he's got the catch for out number 3. You know, I'm just going to take a second and talk about the Brookline catcher, Ben Doctoroff. And the unrelenting defensive aggressiveness he has shown behind the plate here today. You know, I talked about the rally that Belmont was able to put together in the top of the sixth, where they successfully stole about 5 bases, with a couple more taken on wild pitches or throwing errors. Doctoroff still very much willing to go for an aggressive pickoff move at second to end the inning. And then in this inning, he follows up by throwing down a potential base stealer. You know, none of those stolen bases where he failed to throw out the runner, none of them rattled him. He came back with the same energy, and he gunned some runners down, and it's been a huge defensive move for Brookline as they are trying to complete this comeback. It's going to be the 3-4 hitters, the heart of the lineup, trying to make this comeback happen for Brookline. Silverman, Kravitz, and Hoffman. Number 38 is back out on the mound for Belmont. You know, and I think credit should also be given to Rocky Van Koski. You know, he's a new member of the team this year. He's been used in very much a platoon role. And he gets a chance to show what he can do on the mound, and he did a pretty solid job in that inning of work. Leading off for Brookline here in the bottom of the seventh, number 1, Andrew Silverman. First pitch misses for ball 1. And this one is fouled off for strike 1. This one's a hard crack out to right, but number 3 is tracking it. He's under it, and he makes a nice grab for out number 1. It was good contact by Silverman, but just too straight away to right. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. A big outget with how automatic Silverman has been at the plate for Brookline. Now with 1 down, first pitch to Ryan Kravitz is going to miss for ball 1. And he chops this one. It's going to stay in the infield. And that's going to be out number 2. Brookline now down to their last chance. And it's going to be number 21, Owen Hoffman. Unless we've got do we have a pinch hitter here? First pitch is in there for strike 1. I think we do have a pinch hitter. I think this might be number 17, Avery Melton. I'm not entirely sure. The 0-1 pitch is going to come in way high, and this is number 17, Avery Melton. So a pinch hitter, the last hope for Brookline here, as that one misses outside for ball 2. This is Melton's first appearance for the summer season. And that one's in there for strike 2. Brookline down to their final strike. 2-2, the count, 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. And that one is outside for ball 3. Payoff pitch, and Melton is going to pop it up. Infielders coming in, and the shortstop's got it. That's going to end the ball game. The final score here at Warren Field. The Belmont Watertown Co-op 6, Brookline 5. I'll sum up the action for this game in a moment, but first, just a reminder, if you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming broadcasts. I'll have another one back here at Warren Field tomorrow, as Brookline is set to host East Boston tomorrow. Back here at Warren, same time. 5:45 scheduled start time. And of course, stay up to date on those. Subscribing to the channel certainly helps. And if you've got anything to say after this live stream is finished, feel free to say it in the comment section down below. And speaking of down below, you can check the description section of this video down below for information. The website URL for our local charity Spotlight Language Virtual. If you're a high school student hoping to help out other students in need, you can volunteer as an English language teacher. If you or anyone you know is in need of some English language lessons yourself, you can register as a student on that website. And you can also donate to the cause, help them get more resources so they can help in their mission to help teach the English language to students around the world. And of course, check out the bottom right corner of your screen. You can see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. Find out more about me, the services I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. Below that, my email address, jgms88@gmail.com. Reach out to me if you got any questions about anything, honestly. And below that, a link to my Instagram account where I post highlights from previous live streams. This one's been a very exciting one, and I certainly have plenty to show here. But for now, let's sum up the game we've seen here today, and what a back-and-forth contest this was. In the top of the first inning, Belmont got out to a strong lead, a big leadoff hit by number 36, a triple to right center, and then 2 batters later, number 16 hits him in on an RBI ground out to short. So Belmont takes the 1-0 lead. Brookline unable to score in the bottom half. Neither team able to score in the second. And then finally, in the third inning, Brookline able to put something together. Donnell O'Neill reaches on an E6, steals second, advances to third on a ground out, and then after a walk by Andrew Silverman, it was Ryan Kravitz who hit a big double to left center to drive in O'Neill for Brookline's first run and tie the ball game. After that, Brookline put another run on the board in the fourth after Tay To led off with a single up the middle, and Jack Martell followed up with a double to right center to instantly put runners at second and third. Rocky Van Koski drove in To on a 4-3 RBI groundout, and then when they tried to throw out Martell as he was trying to advance to third, a throwing error, the ball got away, and Martell was able to come home for a second run. And just like that, Brookline went up 3-1 after 4 innings. But then the offenses really started to get going. First, Belmont answered immediately in the top of the fifth. A leadoff walk by number 37, another walk by number 17 2 batters later, put 2 runners on, And then number 36 drew a walk to load the bases with 1 out. Number 2 grounded into what almost was an inning-ending double play, but a throwing error from the second baseman allowed 2 runs to come in as Belmont tied it up at 3 apiece. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Brookline managed to put a run on the board and take a 4-3 lead. Ben Doctoroff was hit by a pitch, stole second, advanced to third on a single by Andrew Silverman, and then Doctoroff came in to score on an RBI ground out to short by Ryan Kravitz. So it was 4-3, the Brookline advantage there, but that would be the last frame where they would hold the lead. In the top of the 6th, Belmont put a rally together. Number 38 was hit by a pitch, stole second, advanced to third on a wild pitch, and came in to score on an RBI single to right by number 34. That tied things up at 4 apiece. Then number 34 stole second, advanced to third on a wild pitch, as number 7 drew a walk, and then they went for a double steal. Brookline tried to go for the cutoff play, but a couple of erroneous throws allowed the go-ahead run to come in with number 34 scoring, while number 7 advanced down to third. Then a single up the middle by number 37 brought in number 7, and that ended the scoring for Belmont, but they did take a 6-4 lead. In the bottom half of the 2nd, Brookline managed to get 1 run back. It started off with Tay Toe advancing to second on a throwing error by the third baseman. Then Jack Martell followed up with a single to center to put runners at first and third. Martell stole second to put runners at second and third with nobody out. A couple of pop-ups almost ended the inning with no score for Brookline. Then a hit-by pitch by Keenan Sawada and an RBI bases-loaded walk by Donnell O'Neill brought Brookline within 1 run. They could not capitalize with the rest of the 6th inning, and then they went down in order in the bottom of the 7th to end it with a win for Belmont and Watertown. The final score here at Warren Field, Belmont and Watertown 6, Brookline 5. And that's going to do it for tonight from here at Warren Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you back here tomorrow if you're going to be tuning in as Brookline hosts East Boston. But for now, have a good rest of your night.